Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start off with a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Try to catch the defense with the draw. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaskin.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. There's the handoff. Jukes to get past a man. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it?
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Hands off to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Took contact on the throw. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Huskies.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And he's got it again. Fighting off the defender. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. The pass rush closing in. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here. As you take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Get set, get set.
The shotgun running play call. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And they pick up the first on the ground. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it seems like this quarterback, anytime he gets pressure, he likes to go to his left, being a left-handed quarterback. This time he just tries to do too much, and the ball gets intercepted.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The quarterback's got it on the option. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run the option. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost some 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. So So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. And looking to throw now on first down. There's a wide-open receiver complete. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play action here on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40. Inside the 20. At the 10. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Here's the option play. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Huskies come to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll try to run it with the option. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Huskies churn out another 1st down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Physical run earns the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And this pass is caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Great execution on the RPO. The quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's a quick shovel pass. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And third and short, they hand the ball off. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
But the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Handoff heading left. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he's got it already past the first down marker. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. As a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another.
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He lets it go on the move. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think hope the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
The Huskies looking to run some tempo here. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle, but forced down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. See if they can convert the point after. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of prop. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Buying time, moving to his left. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And the Huskies hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming up, second down and goal.
Let's go.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Washington. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. It's always a special year when